So, I got like this hands-free magnetic car clip thing, and I really like it so far. Today is Sunday, and I had my long run today. So it is Wisconsin winter, so it's very windy. I guess Wisconsin fall, but it's very windy. Like, the weather would be nice to me if it wasn't windy. So I started the morning. It was about 10 a.m. and I went to go start my run at our local track. And my whole plan was make it as long as I can outside and then go to the gym and finish off. I made it a mile and went to the gym. So I'm not mad about it. It's okay. I just don't like the cold, and my watch wasn't working right, which honestly was kind of nice. I was just vibing. I wasn't even worried about it. But I realized that then I would have to count how many laps I was doing, because I was doing 10.5 miles today. That was my plan. And I realized I would have to keep track of the laps myself, and I just did not want to do that. So I didn't. I ended up at the gym, and I had one of the most incredible long runs I've ever had. So I ended up doing a full 10 at the gym plus 5 laps on the track. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. So I think that's like 11.25. But I don't feel super bad. The only thing is that with this 6-hour endurance race that I'm training for, or stepping into training for, like, I'm not in a full training block yet. I'm just figuring that out. With that, I don't want to focus so much on distance. I want to focus more on my time spent on my feet. Like, not worrying about pace too much, not worrying about how many miles too much, but right now I'm just working on getting myself back up to where I was at with my half marathon training. My husband and I kind of discussed it, and I have a 5-mile race coming up here in about a week or two. It's on Thanksgiving, but I don't exactly remember what day Thanksgiving's on. I know it's in a couple weeks, but I can't seem to remember how many days away it is. So I'm doing that, and then there's also like this 1-mile thing I'm doing. It kicks off a parade. So I'm doing that as well that week, and I think I should just enjoy those last 2 races of the year before I really push into this training block, because I don't want to burn out like I did with my half marathon training. But one of the things that I need to really work on, obviously, is the mid-run fueling. So I have been consulting with ChatGPT, and I seem to react really poorly to the Clif Bloks, and I don't know what it is. But so I didn't feel like I really needed it, but I heard that you should still do it. So I took 1, and I was fine. I took it around mile 5 because honestly I wasn't sure how far I was going anymore, because I just felt so good. And like I said, I'm trying to just take these runs as, how do I feel? How's my body feeling right now? But trying to work back up to that half marathon distance. So I was feeling great. I took the Clif Bloks, and then it was like immediately after I could feel my stomach like blowing up, almost like bloating. I could feel that happening. And I got nothing. I don't know what happened, but I got back to my car after I sat in the gym for a little bit, and then I had these like peanut butter crackers because they usually settle my stomach. I can't really eat much after a long run. I know you're supposed to, so I usually have like a banana or peanut butter crackers on deck to refill any any sort of depletion as best I can, just because again I really struggle to eat after a long run. My appetite is just not there yet. So okay, my husband and my daughter were napping, so I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna just stop at Qdoba and get a little meal and head home. And like I said, I had the peanut butter crackers, so I was okay for a little bit. I wanted to shower and get myself together before I ate. So I was in line at Qdoba, and all of a sudden, like, my stomach started IBS cramping. TMI, but it was like an IBS type of cramp. And I started cold sweating and getting clammy. I could barely speak. It was a wonder I got what I was ordering, because I could not talk. It was so bad. And I ended up getting through the line, and I had to go to the bathroom immediately. So that was fun. And I was in the bathroom for about 20 minutes before I could get back to my car. And at that point, I was scared to get out of my car again. When I got home, it was a mess, but we made it. I ended up sitting in the shower. I took like a 30-minute warm shower, and that really calmed things down. And I was able to somehow eat Qdoba and keep it down. So a win is a win, right? A win is a win. We'll take it. So I really need to figure out this fueling strategy. I heard people do rice balls with just like light soy sauce on them. I'm probably gonna try that. Maybe dates. I don't know, because obviously, like, I probably could have made it that 10 miles without fueling, but I know you're not supposed to do that, and I'm trying to practice. So I'm gonna try some more natural things, I guess. I don't know what to do here. I talked about, like, I've never posted any of the things that I've talked about, and I lost a lot of the things I recorded, but during my half marathon block, I was really working on it, and then it just stopped. Like, I stopped hydrating mid-run. I stopped doing all those things, and I really regret that, because now I don't know what I'm doing. And before the so in the half marathon block, the Cliff blocks seemed to be okay. Like, they didn't do that to my stomach, but my stomach was worse for wear today. I don't know. I got nothing. I know that my legs felt good, and this run, I really focused on just how am I feeling. I want my legs to stay moving, so it doesn't matter how fast, how slow. This run is about how I'm feeling, and I think I did just that. I'm very happy with it. It might have been slower than other days, but it was a long run, so I'm not going to be PRing, and I don't know, I just felt so good. It just felt so good. The only little niggle I feel right now is my calf is a bit tight, so I'm probably going to foam roll that out later on, stretch. Tomorrow, I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like. So what I'm trying to do too is, while I ease into this training block, is running on tired legs. So I might do like an easy recovery run tomorrow, and I have to also focus back up on my lifting. So I'll probably do, I don't know what I want to do yet, but I probably will do an upper day, because I have not hit chest in way too long. I did a really good pull day the other day, and I am working on pull-ups. I still can't do a pull-up, but it's my goal by the end of 2025. I want to do at least one pull-up. So we've been working on negatives, and I was able to get myself up for 5 seconds, or hold myself up, and last week I couldn't even do that. So progress is progress. We're getting there. My biceps are still really sore though from that day. We did landmine rows, we did bicep curls, shrugs, and the negatives. So my biceps are still dead, but that's okay. It doesn't really bother me or anything. My legs might be more sore tomorrow. Tomorrow, I actually have a meeting with a Navy recruiter. I am kind of looking into joining the military right now. Nothing's set in stone. We have a young daughter, so anything that does happen won't be for at least a year or two. And I also, unfortunately, will have to get a medical waiver because my teen years were rough psychiatrically, unfortunately. So I will be having to get a waiver. So that's kind of why I'm doing it now, like starting the process, just to see, just to talk about it. I also have to take the ASVAB. So it's going to be a bit of a lengthy process for me to even join. And I just want more information. So yeah, that's what tomorrow looks like. The rest of today, I'm actually going to another city right now. My father-in-law gave us an early Christmas gift. We don't want a ton of toys for our daughter, and she needs like jammies and stuff, so he got us a gift card for like a couple $100, and I'm gonna go get my baby some clothes. He also got her these really cute snow boots, and I'm so excited. I might get her like some snow pants. Oh, it's just all the things. This is so exciting. Like last year, she was probably, okay, so she was born in July, so she was really little last winter and last Christmas, and now she's nearing a year and a half, so it's been really fun to just, like, this Christmas is gonna be so much fun. So I'm not gonna get too much into the mommy stuff though. I don't share my daughter online at all, even on personal Facebooks or Instagram. I don't do any of that. We are staunchly against posting our child on the internet. But I'm not gonna get too into my family stuff. I want to keep that very private, as to protect my family. A lot of what I want to talk about is my running, my lifting, and just day-to-day stuff for me, because they don't want to be involved. I don't want my baby involved. I really don't want my baby involved, and my husband is not interested, and that's I don't care. I want to keep them safe, and this is more about me anyways. Not to sound insane, but a little bit insane is totally fine. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off here because I'm getting on the highway and it's getting dark. So I want to focus a little bit better on the road. I hope I get to post this. I hope that I force myself to do it and not just let it sit in my phone, because this is Emily Jane Fairs is the one who's really inspired me to just go for it with this. She has her Journey to Journal podcast, and the first journal prompt was, what is one thing you really wanted to do and how can you just do it? And she talks a little bit about her content creation journey and how she just was like, even if I post a 7-second video, I'm still doing it. So that's the goal here, is we're just doing it. Even if it sucks and nobody likes it, it's fine because I'm doing it. Yeah. Okay. So thank you for coming along on this car ride with me. I'm gonna focus up, drive, and talk to you later.